and welcome back to Panic Butter. Hey, if this is your first time joining us, hit that subscribe button and join us. It's free. It's pretty interesting, action-packed today. Happy New Year. It's a good day. It's snowing up here in the Pacific Northwest. It's getting cold. Let's make it a warm one by giving you something to watch. Here we go. Yeah, that was pretty intense, huh? Well, let's move on to the next one. See if we can find another one just like that. That was pretty cool. If it was real, there's something to worry about, huh? Let's get to the next one. More lights. Yeah, that was pretty weird. Was it real? Was it, a transformer blowing up? And then maybe slowed down or something. I don't know. It was cool though. Like I said, if it comes from above, like that recent one, you have to worry. Break out the paint. Good sound. Crazy, look at that. Kind of thinking that's somewhere you do not want to be standing under the wires. Serious problem they got there. What else can we find? This is interesting.
Who are you talking to?
Listen. Shh. Turn it up.
Who are you talking to?
Yes.
Who are you talking to? Evelyn. Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to?
Wow. She'll have a big story when she gets older. There's gonna be a lot going on there in that house. Does she want to move, or is it what she thinks it is?
Right?
Yes, I do.
All right. You really have a tape of a ghost?
Yes, I do.
Do you have it to where you could play it on, like hold your phone up to the tape recorder and play it?
Yeah, I've got it set just in case you would have called, so.
All right. First, then, tell us a little bit of history about what we're going to hear. When did you get this? How'd you get it? What happened?
Well, it's been about 10 years ago, and we lived in a house. My daughter was
This is gonna be
11
good.
or 12 at the time, and
Listen.
kind of so nervous.
Just relax.
Anyway,
Where was this?
This was in Oroville, California.
Oroville, California. All right.
I'm living in Washington now.
All right.
And she kept telling me that she heard knocking on the wall in this house. And I said, no, I'm not going to have any ghost business, and I don't want to hear this stuff. And
Yeah.
her and her little friend were in her room, and they had one of those real small little radios, you give a kid.
Sure.
Record tapes. And her and her friend would record, a fantasy story. Well, one day they had recorded a story on the tape, and they went to play it, and there was something else on the tape before their story started. On the original tape, it actually was on the part that wasn't even magnetized. It was on that little, that little trailer that starts the tape.
You're kidding.
No. And when I heard she, excitedly brought it to me, and I played it, and I played it again, and I played it again, and then I got terrified. And a lot of things happened in that house after that. I got angry with the ghost and told it to leave us alone.
Did that work?
Well, it basically left me alone. My son was in his room and in his bed, and as his bed was being dragged across the floor.
What?
In it.
What?
Yeah.
What?
And
Now you're not a drinker. You're not a drug user.
oh, absolutely not. I'm about as grounded as I come.
You saw your son's bed being dragged with him in it?
Well, he was awake, and he told me about it, and I went into his room and saw that his bed was actually 3 feet from where
Where it had
it
been?
normally was. And he had been laying in it, he had gone to bed, been laying there a couple of minutes, and the bed just started sliding across the floor.
Oh, Sandy.
I slept in a water bed, and at night, every once in a while, the water in it would just start churning like there was an egg beater inside the mattress. And it was kind of like...
Now, I sleep in a waterbed, Sandy, and the last thing I want to think about is something down in the water. Oh, my God.
Turning it, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like he just played these little jokes, little things like an exercise bike and just start spinning the wheels, or
humorous.
would knock on the walls every once in a while.
Yeah.
And one day I was looking in a cupboard and it knocked out, that shave and a haircut.
Yeah.
thing,
Oh,
knock.
yeah.
And I didn't knock back, and so it knocked back real hard. That last little that it just slammed it into the wall.
I experienced that once here, several months ago in the studio, Sandy. I'm telling you the truth now. All of a sudden, there was a crash on my door. I mean, I've got a studio inside my home, and there's nobody here. There's some cats, right? And they were all asleep on the bed with my wife, and... of course, I didn't know that at the time, but I mean, it's like in the movies where you see that horrible crash and a door bends inward. I'm not saying it bent inward. It didn't. But, I mean, I thought, my God, 200 pounds just hit that door. It was a big crash. And I ran over and opened the door, and there was absolutely nothing there. Ran across the house into the bedroom. My wife was asleep with all 3 cats sitting right there. So I know about these horrible knocks and bangs.
Same ghost, maybe.
Scared the you-know-what out of me.
Yeah.
All right, why don't you play this for us?
Okay, it sounds really deep, and the first few times I heard it, I had to listen several times before I really realized what he was saying. But I'm going to play
you mean
it.
there's a voice?
It's a voice.
All right.
He left this voice message on the tape.
All right. Play it. Just play it first, without telling us.
Okay, here goes.
Shh, quiet.
Let's see what we've got here.
Here it comes.
Oh, my goodness. All right, now rewind it. And this time, tell me what you think. Now, you've listened many times. We have not. What do you think it says?
You want me to tell you first?
Yeah, go ahead and tell us now.
He says, I wish we were together.
Oh my.
Oh, all right, play it again. Oh, God, that is what it says. This is like listening to David Oates in reverse speech, you know. You don't...
I know, maybe you could reverse it.
It's exactly...
No, it really sounds strange.
Oh,
you know,
Sandy.
It's got that clicking noise in the back.
Oh, Sandy. Rewind it one last time. There is no question about it. It says, I wish we were together. So do you have any idea of who that is, Sandy?
Absolutely not. But we did find out after, you know, the house was kind of active, and my daughter went and she had a little friend there in the neighborhood, and her mother said that there was a murder and a suicide in that house.
Oh, two.
And it had happened there was 2 bathrooms, and it had happened in one of the bathrooms. Well, I had always never felt alone in that one bathroom. I never used it because I always felt something else there.
I hear you. Now that is creepy. That is really creepy.
Isn't it? It just makes the hair stand up, you know. I'm used to it now, but it used to just make my hair stand
Well, I'm not. So play it one last time. Hit it one last time. I want to listen very carefully.
That was pretty interesting. What do you think? What did you hear? Did you hear anything? Let me know. You may have to pause it, rewind it, drown all the sound out and turn it up. Sounds like it's slowed down though. Let's move on.
Yes, they're trying to block the sun, and yes, they've been doing this for a long time, especially lately. In Australia where I live, it's meant to be the peak of summer. I'm talking hot as shit. And if you are from here, you would understand. But what's going on lately has not been natural. You've got cyclones that are happening in like the Gold Coast, Queensland region. You've got just heavy rainfall. You've got hailstorms happening. Like where I am right now, it's cold. It's meant to be hot as right now. They are doing cloud seeding, weather control, HARP. They are doing this to block the sun. When the planet is raising in vibration, the sun is only going to get warmer. They don't want this for people. They don't want people's vibration to be up here. So they're going to try and block the sun. And that's what they're doing. You've got earthquakes that are happening in Japan. Like, you've got earthquakes happening just everywhere. I just hope we know that winter is man-made. It's not real. It never used to be like this on this planet. I'm telling you now, it never used to be like this. I don't care what you learn in history in school, because that's not the real history. Antarctica wasn't always ice. We should all know this by now. There's extraterrestrial life that was living there and has been living there, and it got frozen over. That's why you got the hollow earth that the whole conspiracies are about, but they're true. That's why they have a military base down in Antarctica, and you're not allowed to go there. It's very strict because they're hiding stuff from you. And Antarctica was not always frozen, was not always ice. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Winter is not natural. Cyclones and all this bullshit is not natural. So yeah, it's a lot of cloud seeding, a lot of chemtrails, a lot of just HARP going on right now, all around the world. And if you've seen the Truman Show, they control the weather from the moon, and it's facts. Really go watch that movie because it will give you a lot of truth. That they control all the weather. They can just turn up the dials. They'll turn up dials. Oh, tornado today. Turn up the dial. Oh, cyclone today. Oh, hailstorm today. Like, that's what they do. And they are doing this on purpose. They don't care if lives are getting ruined, houses are getting ruined. They don't care. As long as people aren't raising a vibration, that's their main goal.
Well, it sounds like he's talking about HARP. Look it up. That is a real thing. And very interesting. Here we go.
Yeah, you're going to see it. You're going to see a lot of big things happen, and it's nothing to fear. You know how they do it. There's just a massive distraction. If you choose to put all your energy in it and get into fear, then it's going to affect you big time. But if you don't, this is just, it's like a TV show that you'll just be getting your popcorn out and sitting back and watching, because that's what's going to happen, especially at the start of the year. They're going to pull some random shit. They always do. And as years go on, it's going to get worse and worse. You saw COVID happen, and then it was the distraction of COVID, and then the distraction of the vaccine, And then the distraction of these wars, next year is going to be some sort of Project Bluebeam, fake alien invasion.
Just happened.
It's so obvious. They put this in movies and TV shows. The blackout, you're seeing Leave the World Behind, that's going to happen as well. But it's nothing to fear. This is just a way for them to energy harvest people, because they need people in a low vibration, in a fear state, because they feed off your fear. But if you don't give it to them, they can't. And they're doing these things, these distractions right now so much because they are desperate. This matrix is crumbling. So they crumble with this matrix. Do we get it though? They are going to crumble with this matrix. So they're going to pull out any little thing they can right now. You're going to see a lot of fake celebrity deaths. Scripted fake celebrity deaths. Celebrities aren't real. And yeah, this is going to be, a lot of different things. But do not put your attention to it. Just focus on yourself.
Wow, that's pretty interesting. What do you think? That's what counts. What you think. What I think. What we all think. Personally. You never know. It's always interesting to watch. Hear somebody's take on it. Get their opinion. Let's go to the next one. This is amazing.
So check this video out, y'all. Check this video out, y'all. A whale was giving birth to a baby in the water, and this attracted sharks due to the blood, the smell of blood. And dolphins appeared out of nowhere and formed a circle around the whale and the baby to protect them. Look at that, y'all. Look at the whale. Look at the whale. Look at that. To protect the whale. This is why they want y'all to stay away from dolphins. Look at this. Look at how beautiful this is, man. Wow. And they escorted them off. This is beautiful, beautiful. And to be able to capture this, thank you to the Predator for this. But yeah, man, this is why they want y'all to stay. That's why they want dolphins to stay away from y'all. They want dolphins to stay away from us. We are connected to dolphins. Dolphins are higher versions of us. They speak telepathy. Look at this, y'all. This is beautiful, man. Share this video. Let's get this out there. Look at what dolphins do for us. Look at this. Like, share, and follow for more videos like this. Thank you for tuning into my frequency. Let's get this shift. Peace in.
That was something, huh? Yeah, that put a giant smile on your face and went, oh my. So what is up with the dolphins? Well, what is it? There a problem if you go out there and swim with them? I don't know. What do you know? Can you? We'll have to look into it.
Let's talk about this movie a bit. If you are one of the 1% of people who are actually awake here, then you will see with your eye that this movie is a way to program you. Basically, the plot of this is the end of the world. It goes through 3 phases. 1 is disrupting communication and everyone not knowing what's going on. 2 is disorder and confusion, people not knowing what is happening. And then 3 is civil war. Throughout the plot of this, technology is going down and basically everyone is going into chaos. Planes are flying out of the sky, boats are riding up on land. You got deer acting weird AF because that's what animals do. They can sense supernatural things and things that we cannot see. But if you know anything about Hollywood and the media and one of our very kind ex-presidents who did so much for this country, you'll know that this is all predictive programming. Hence the word programming following the word TV that tells you a vision. There's a book by Ray Dalio, it's called The Changing World Order. It talks about the rise and fall of nations. In the US, it's currently around here. Large debts, printing money, internal conflict. You see all the social things going on. What follows is loss of reserve currency, weak leadership, civil war. Meanwhile, you got these morally superior gentlemen uniting in one single currency, basically to get rid of the US dollar. It's called BRICS. And so if you see what's going on here, by doing this and opening this, you can feel that something weird is happening. And basically what this movie is a way to make you accept a new reality. Because what we perceive with our eyes, and our eye is truth, becomes our reality. We realize it. It comes into realization. So why am I spreading this message if we don't need to bring it into our reality? One thing you need to realize is you literally have nothing to fear other than fear itself, which is an illusion. And so by you watching this, by you becoming aware of it, you are doing one of the most important, if not the most important thing you can do while you're alive, which is elevate your consciousness. And when you are aware of a negative, you can consciously choose the positive, because what you're unaware of will constantly affect you. You are the cause, not the effect. And so if you watch this movie, and if you're someone who hasn't, I know right now your curiosity is sparked and you want to, go into it, and I challenge you to watch it from a place of awareness and not letting the emotion affect you. You can watch it, but you don't have to accept it. Your brain is constantly recording this stuff. So while you watch the movie, imagine every single scene as the opposite. Do not accept fear into your life. Love through fear. Fear has a nature of its own. I've literally died and witnessed absolute fear and terror in front of me and consuming me. And the only way to beat it is to turn into absolute love and go through it. Never avoid it. Acknowledge that it's there. And as soon as you can accept it, you can move through it and it disappears. You fight back by remaining firm in your truth, in the truth. You do not give in to an opposing force of negativity and fear that wants to lower your vibration and your frequency. You have a choice to either live down here in fear or up here in love, joy, peace, and enlightenment. But remember, it's a choice. And you don't have to be religious, but look at Christ, for example. Jesus was the embodiment of dying to the fear and still conquering it. That's what the whole message is. You overcome fear by loving through it with courage. You put yourself on the cross, you disintegrate who you were, and then you step into the new version of yourself that can live fearlessly while still feeling that fear. Remind yourself that fear is the ultimate compass to where you need to go, and it's all within. Every time you experience fear, it is calling you to go in that direction, embodying love, accepting its nature, and conquering it in the name of truth. In the end, God will win. It's already been won.
When somebody else is trying to cause fear in you, you know, they always want money. Money for something. That's it. But there's a lot there. A lot to think about. There is something built into that movie, into the sound. Look it up. You'll see what it is. It's pretty interesting.
You're here. Do it again.
What the heck? Was that just static, or was that sparkling dots of a portal? Probably lightning.
There was a theory circulated not too long ago that said that there was a path in the Grand Canyon that will take you all the way to Africa. But now people are starting to add to this theory and take it even further. The added theory claims that the Americas, which is North and South America, is connected to or is ancient Egypt. But this was covered up to throw people off of biblical prophecy and historical events. While this theory sounds wild, I find it very interesting that in 1909, an article released called Explorations in the Grand Canyon that talks about finding Egyptian artifacts within it. There was also certain substances and materials from North and South America found in ancient Egyptian tombs next to mummies. The theory goes on to say that the Mississippi River is actually the ancient Egyptian Nile River, and that they put all of this in plain sight by building modern day pyramids in places like Memphis and Vegas, and also by putting pyramids on the back of the dollar bill. Now this theory could definitely be a stretch, but leave a like if you want me to talk a little more about this, and let me know what you think in the comments.
Oh, wow, that's pretty interesting. There's a lot to unpack in that one. Man, you can go on and on and on and on and on with that theory. We'll look into it. We'll see. We have time to go on and on and on. Well, right now, let's just go on. Here we go.
Edgar Cayce, also known as the Sleeping Prophet, was an American doctor that lived from 1877 to 1945. Like Nostradamus, he gained popularity years after his demise, as many of his prophecies were becoming a reality. He made his prophecies in a trance-like state, which was the reason for his nickname. Some of the predictions he is known for are the beginning and end of World War II, the assassination of a president, the Great Depression, and even the date of his own death, missing only by 3 days. However, his most daunting prophecies are yet to come. Although he does not specify 2024 as the start date of the dreadful catastrophes that he envisioned, it is evident that these times he speaks of are already here, as he places already fulfilled prophecies such as the pandemic and the war in Ukraine, happening very close to the following ones that are yet to occur. Cayce, with an extraordinary record of fulfilled prophecies under his name, predicted that the world would soon see the worst earthquakes and volcanic eruptions that humanity has experienced in centuries.
Wow, he's got a huge catalog too to research. Thanks for joining us. If you made it this far, like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.